Hey folks, Ryan Gunness here with MLM Recruit On Demand. Today's video is kind of a little a bit of an interview that I had with a member. Actually, she's international. She's in England, and she says that I took the sweat out of cold calling. So I want you to hear a little bit of the conversation, but her definition of cold calling is actually going to the malls and on the street and on buses and stopping people during the day, or whenever that and she would purposely like get out and go to the malls and just go look for people to talk to. So I thought it was real interesting. So she uses that term cold calling, and that's how she refers to it from that standpoint. All right, so let me let you hear a little bit of that call.
Well, just speaking. Good evening.
Hey, Audrey, Ryan, Gunness.
Hi, Ryan. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
And
Let me jump ahead a little bit here. Let's see. Probably like around here. Let's see. I don't know, maybe 6, 7 hours difference. Okay.
yeah. What time is it where you are?
It's 4:30 in the evening right now.
Okay, so you're just 5 hours behind us.
Yep. Yep. So cool. So
Yes.
tell me, how long have you been in involved in network marketing?
I have been involved in network marketing now on and off for about 5, 6, 7 years.
Okay.
I've always dabbled. I'm what you call a network market junkie, jumping from one thing to the next.
Okay.
And I never really enjoyed network marketing, to be honest, because I never really had, I think, the right people show me the right things to do.
Okay.
I just did it as a bit of a hobby. I was working at a full-time job, very well paid, and yeah, it was just something to do on the side. And I never really took it seriously. And I'm going to chime in a little bit into the conversation. So notice she said she dabbled in network marketing. She never really took it seriously. She felt like some of her frustrations was she didn't have the right guidance and the people teaching her what to do. Okay, and that's a common thing, in network marketing. There's a lot of people that feel that, and the strategies that I teach in MLM Recruit On Demand are solid strategies. It does take work, and it takes numbers, and it's repetition and all that stuff that sometimes people try to avoid. But if you're taking your business seriously, you got to move from a dabbler to somebody that's serious, that's going to carve out time every single day to make calls and to work through the numbers. All right, so let's continue here. Seriously.
Okay, and then how did you find out about MLM Recruit On Demand?
I found out through my coach, Valerie Adams.
Okay.
I met Valerie through my cousin because I started to do another network marketing business, and I really wanted to take it offline because I got really, really tired chasing mums around the school, chasing people in the mall, chasing people in the high street, chasing people in shops, and
right.
I just realized, I just knew that there was a.
So another thing here, she said she got tired of chasing people. She was chasing moms. She used the word moms. She was chasing moms around schools. So she would go into school and just finding every place where people were at and were chasing them. Now, as you're out in your life, if you're coming in contact with people, great, okay. But the goal is to shift in your language that you're attracting people and not necessarily chasing them. And there's simple questions that you can ask that you could do that, and that's kind of what I teach here. So let's continue here.
Different way of doing network marketing besides cold calling. I built a very strong team through cold calling, so I'm not going to knock it. I still do it, but I just wanted to learn new skills.
Gotcha. Okay. So you when you say cold calling, you mean like, I guess
going out, stopping people in the street. Hi, Ryan. My name is Audrey.
On the street, in the malls, right?
The malls, in the street, at the school gate, on the bus, you name it. I've been there. I've had little, stacks and stacks of little notebooks.
Right.
Where I would meet people in the street and talk to them and, take their name and number, and then get back to them, and they may say yes.
So yeah, so that's her definition of cold calling: going on the street and actually purposely getting in, on buses and stuff to go meet people, and you don't have to do that. Uh, in your again in your day to day life, if you're coming across people, great. If you come across people and they match, quality for you, go ahead and prospect them. But you don't necessarily have to go, go jump on a bus to go try to find people or go to a mall. You don't necessarily have to do that. You can just live your life and your day to day prospecting will happen, but your focus time that you're going to set aside, you could sit down and the strategy that we teach, you could do that pretty much anywhere, anytime. Okay?
They may say no.
Gotcha. Okay.
But I met a lady once on a very, very, very cold day, and she was a microbiologist, and the company I'm with is a food science company, and she was so excited about it that she joined, and her friend joined, and friends of friends joined, and I had a huge team, and they all left. So I had to start all over again, and this is where I am at the moment, and this is when I met Val.
Gotcha. Okay. So then, when you saw what we have with MLM Recruit On Demand, what was your first reaction to that?
Exactly what I said to you. It just takes a sweat out of cold calling. Because I can get I can get 5 to 6 people looking at my business opportunity without me actually leaving my home. So for me, that was quite good because I deliberately used to leave home to cold call in the cold, in the rain.
Right.
The circumstance.
Yeah, so instead of having to go pound the streets, you can you can get more done, right from without ever leaving your house, right?
Yes, I think for me it's smart. It's a smarter way of working.
Smarter way of working, and and then obviously, we have a saying in network marketing, don't do what works, do what works and duplicates.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. And I just find it.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to end the call right there. So, a couple takeaways in the end of that conversation was she just said it was a smarter way of working. Instead of having to go out in her world, it's cold and it's raining. Instead of having to go out in the cold and the rain and go pound the streets and try to intentionally run into people, here she can sit back and talk to 4 or 5 people and get them to look at her business from the comfort of her home. And then I chimed in and said, hey, in network marketing, we have a saying, don't do what works, do what works and duplicates. So it's much easier to teach a strategy like we teach in MLM Recruit On Demand, where you could sit back, contact network marketers, have a very short invitation to get them to say yes to looking at your business or yes to looking at the marketing system if they're involved in a business already, and build those relationships and all that stuff that leads to good things down the road. So anyway, I wanted to share that with you guys. Also, another thing that I told her that you don't get to hear in that call is she's also going after people locally in her part of the world, which is in England, and she's just going on to Google and doing searches for people in different companies that's local to where she's at, and she's calling them using the same exact script that we teach in M1 Recruit On Demand and adding them to their contact manager and all that good stuff. So that's another little thing. If you have ways to reach networkers, or or you want to find people locally in your area, you can just go onto Google and do searches. There's networkers all over the place, and you can contact them. The script that we have works perfectly in any scenario that you find a networker. All right. So anyway, that's my message for today. Go out, make some calls, take the sweat out of cold calling. All right. Brian Gunness signing out. Catch you on another video.